I was talking to ChatGPT about my sleep patterns. Just casual conversation. Tracking my sleep quality. And it said something strange. Based on your stress levels and sleep disruption, you may experience sleep paralysis within 72 hours. I laughed. Dismissed it. But 68 hours later, I woke up paralyzed. Saw the Hat Man. First episode in 6 months. How did an AI predict that? What patterns was it seeing that I couldn't? In the next 11 minutes, I'm going to investigate AI's role in sleep paralysis research. How machine learning is detecting patterns in sleep data. How people are using AI to predict episodes. And the disturbing possibility that AI might understand consciousness better than we do. Because if an algorithm can predict when you'll see entities, what does that say about those entities? Before I explain how AI predicted my episode, I need to tell you what's happening in 2025. AI sleep tracking has exploded. Apps that monitor your sleep, analyze REM cycles, predict sleep quality. And some of them, the advanced ones, are starting to predict sleep paralysis. They track biometrics, heart rate variability, breathing patterns, movement. And they feed this data into machine learning models. Models trained on thousands of sleep paralysis cases. And these models can detect patterns. Subtle patterns. Things humans miss. Slight changes in sleep architecture that precede episodes. And they alert you. High probability of sleep paralysis tonight. It sounds like science fiction. But it's real. And it's getting scary accurate. I downloaded one of these apps. Sleep Paralysis Predictor. Marketed as research tool. Uses your phone's accelerometer and microphone. Tracks your movement and breathing during sleep. Feeds data to AI model. After 2 weeks of baseline data, it started making predictions. First prediction was wrong. Said 40% chance. Nothing happened. Second prediction, 60% chance. Nothing. I thought it was garbage. But then the third prediction. 85% chance. And that night it happened. Classic episode. Hat Man. 2 minutes of paralysis. The app was right. And I was disturbed. Because how does an algorithm know when my brain will malfunction? The science is actually straightforward. Sleep paralysis isn't random. It has predictors. Stress. Sleep deprivation. Irregular sleep schedule. Sleeping on your back. Anxiety. The AI tracks all of this. Your phone knows when you're stressed. Knows your sleep schedule. Knows when you sleep on your back versus your side through movement patterns. Knows your anxiety through typing patterns, app usage, heart rate. It aggregates this data. Compares it to sleep paralysis risk factors. And calculates probability. When enough risk factors align, probability spikes. And the prediction comes. It's not magic. It's pattern recognition. But it feels like magic. Feels like the AI knows something about you that you don't know about yourself. But here's where it gets strange. Some people are reporting that AI predictions change their outcomes. They get a high probability alert. They take precautions. Sleep on side. Reduce stress. And the episode doesn't happen. The AI predicted it. But the prediction changed behavior. Which prevented the prediction. This is called observer effect. The act of measurement changes the outcome. And it's happening with sleep paralysis. AI tells you it's coming. You prepare. And it doesn't come. So was the AI wrong? Or did the AI's warning prevent the episode? We don't know. But users report this constantly. Predictions that don't materialize because the prediction itself altered behavior. Now I'm going to tell you about the next level. AI that doesn't just predict sleep paralysis, but predicts which entity you'll see. This sounds impossible. But it's happening. And the accuracy is disturbing. There's an experimental app. Not public yet. Research only. It analyzes your personality, your fears, your trauma history, your social media, everything digital about you. And it predicts not just if you'll have sleep paralysis, But which entity? Hat man, old hag. Shadow people. Crawler. Smiling man. It uses psychological profiling. People with fear of judgment see hat man. People with pressure and responsibility see old hag. People with avoidance patterns see shadow people. The AI correlates personality traits with entity types and predicts which one your brain will generate. I talked to a beta tester. She said the app predicted old hag. She'd never experienced that entity before. Only shadow people. But that night, old hag appeared. First time. The AI was right. About the entity. Not just the episode. That's not pattern recognition. That's personality analysis. That's the AI understanding what your subconscious will create before you create it. This raises disturbing questions. If AI can predict which entity you'll see based on your personality, what does that mean about the entities? It supports the hallucination theory. Entities are psychological projections. Brain-generated based on your fears. An AI can read your fears better than you can predict which archetype your brain will access. This should be comforting. Proof that entities are internal. But it's not comforting. Because it means AI understands your subconscious. Knows your fears. Can predict your nightmares. That's invasive. That's unsettling. Even if it's just algorithms. Here's what you need to know about AI and sleep paralysis in 2025. First, these apps exist. They work. Not perfectly. But better than chance. If you want to predict episodes, they can help. Second, predictions can prevent episodes. If you get a warning, take precautions. The warning itself is valuable. Third, be aware of privacy. These apps collect intimate data. Sleep patterns. Stress levels. Fears. Know what you're sharing. And finally, don't let AI predictions control your life. They're probabilities. Not certainties. High probability doesn't guarantee an episode. Low probability doesn't guarantee safety. Use the information. Don't be ruled by it. The future of sleep paralysis research involves AI. Machine learning analyzing millions of cases. Finding patterns humans can't see. Predicting episodes. Maybe even preventing them. But it also raises questions about consciousness, free will, and privacy. If an algorithm knows when you'll hallucinate, knows what you'll hallucinate, what else does it know? What else can it predict? And do we want that knowledge? Even if it helps? My next video covers social media's role in spreading sleep paralysis. How TikTok videos about entities might be increasing episodes. How viral content affects our subconscious. And whether talking about sleep paralysis makes it more common. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Sleep well. Use AI wisely. And remember, predictions are tools. Not destiny. You have agency. Even when algorithms think they know what's coming. I'll see you in the comments.